Hi there. Okay, so I was going to do an August energy update. And at the very beginning of the month, I sat in quiet meditation and I journaled. And what came from me was just that you create your own reality. There's no energy forecast. I mean, of course, can read somebody's energy in the now. I can read my own energy in the now, and then I know what's going to be reflected back to me based on that energetic read. We can all do that. I would like to really encourage everybody to take full responsibility for your creations, the things that you experience. It's not finding fault. It's not looking for what you've done wrong, because you are always perfectly aligned. The only reason you might not feel like you're perfectly aligned is because you're judging what you've created. And when we judge what we've created, we're denying that it is divine. It's all God, it's all love, and it's all for us. And I understand the tendency to want to argue with that. And yet at the same time, and you can, but you're only disempowering yourself. So at the beginning of August, I was really, really called to focus on creating the reality that I desire, to becoming aware, acutely aware that it is me creating it, whether I like it or not. And I'm not doing it to hurt myself or to harm myself, and I'm not blaming myself for anything. But rather, it's a perspective shift, and that perspective shift really changed everything for me. It's understanding that I am source in form and function, and so are you, and so is everybody else. And so everything that happens is always going to reflect something for me that's within me, something that I could celebrate, something that I could maybe learn from and shift and get back into alignment. But it's all happening for us all of the time. You are perfectly aligned. You're exactly where you need to be. There's nothing that needs to change. Whoever's in your life is intended to be there, whether you like it or not. The idea of, I don't know, just any limitation at all it's just not true. I'm trying to think of an example, but any limitation, it's like there's not one person out there for you. There's a million people out there, and it could be anybody on the other side of you reflecting back to you what is within you. So the idea of twin flames, soulmates, all of that, we're all soulmates. We're all twin flames. We're all one. We're of one energetic field. Now, just because we're of one energetic field doesn't mean that we're going to see we're not supposed to be here seeing things the same way. We're supposed to be here experiencing life in its wholeness and fullness in all now moments, knowing that we are the creator of all of it, experiencing it for our own expansion. And that perspective shift, it does allow you to actually escape the and I don't want to say that 3D is bad, because it isn't. None of it is. It is such a gift. But that separate experience of the 3D, all that is designed to do is to show us the truth of who and what we really are. We're God in form and function, and so is everybody else. We won't see it if we're in judgment of what's happening. If we're in judgment, or if we're in, if we're in judgment, you deny that it is divine, and you resist it and push it away, as opposed to embracing it and going, okay, you're here for me. I know you are. So what are you showing me? This last month has been so good for me because I really didn't pressure myself. I've been striving and, you know, almost like being spiritual versus just I am spiritual. We all are. Meditation doesn't make you more spiritual. It allows you to be aware of the spiritual that you already are. Meditation, you know, the channeling, the downloads, the messages, those actually are within you. They're within me. I don't have guides. I have my higher self. I have my Christed awareness, the part of me that knows exactly who and what I am and knows exactly who and what you are. My phone's slipping. I don't even know where I'm supposed to be looking. I just kind of look at the time. But my Christed awareness in all now moments knows that it's all divine. It's all love. Even if I don't like it, especially if I don't like it, but holding that, knowing that it's all God, that it's all divine, it pulls me back into alignment. It pulls me back into neutrality. It pulls me out of judgment. And from this space, from that aligned, centered space, then I know what to do with the information being fed back to me by the world around me. It allows me to see where I personally, as Julie, am out of alignment. It's not good or bad. It's not right or wrong. It's just all guiding me divinely to show me what's within me. And I'm never going to get anywhere. There's nowhere to go. There's nowhere to go. And that's the big takeaway for me with August, was simply that you're already there. You're already with who you need to be with. You're always with who you need to be with. You already have everything you need. There's nothing you need to do. There's nothing you need to become. You already are. It is truly just allowing that divine knowing to flow from you, to be within you and to flow from you, and to understand that things are always working out. And I think, you know, energy updates and the constant seeking outward has been helpful in some ways. And yet in some ways it's also a trap, because if you keep looking outward for answers that are within you, you are again denying the inherent divine that is within you. That said, anything that boxes me in, I'm like, no, nope, no more. So, you know, if you feel like you want to seek, if you feel like you want to watch energy updates, if you feel like you want to get tarot readings, if you feel like you want to meditate all day, do whatever you want, because it is divinely aligned for you. My biggest takeaway from August is just don't pass the pen over to somebody else and let somebody else write your story. Nobody gets to decide who or what I am but me. I decide it, and I decide it in each now moment. I know who and what I am, and I don't need anybody's feedback. If you don't like me, it doesn't matter. I'm just reflecting back something that's within you that you don't like. So let's see. September. I don't know. I think September for me feels like it's going to be more about really integrating what I know, which is it's all divine, whether I like it or not. I think for several years I've done is this divine? Is that divine? Do I like this? Do I not like that? Is this God? Is that God? And now it's integrating that, knowing that it's all divine, and just being in that energy. And maybe I'm doing in that energy, and maybe I'm not, and maybe I'm whatever, right? Whatever I'm doing is divinely aligned and divinely perfect, and likewise for you. Just because it's divine doesn't mean you like it. It just means that you accept it and you can see it clearly. Okay, hope you're well.